Hey, what's up? It's Greg from Fisherman's Headquarters, and today is Monday, July 29th. I'm up here in the north end, starting to get light. This is, I guess, about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock hour-ish, late afternoon. Here to share an updated fishing report with you folks for the Long Beach Island area. Basically, it's towards the end of July, so it's going to be kind of a July wrap-up. For the most part this month, we've had a lot of cold water, but recently, say the past week or so, water temperatures have warmed up and fishing's been pretty good. Had some good fluke fishing going down, local waters here, off the surf, the inlet, back bays. There's right now, for the most part, fluke fishing's good, pretty good. We've got some pretty good action with some smaller critters like the spot. They're stretched out throughout the entire bay, north end, south end, mid-island. We've got some triggers around. There's some mahi, say, in the inshore waters. Some bluefish around. So at times there's little bluefish flurries popping up along the surf. So we kind of got a lot of different things going on. Some sheep's head around. Tog opens up here in a couple days. Some tog around. I know Mac's store staffer had a beautiful tog the other day. He was going for a sheep's head or looking for sheepies. So we got a lot of different species going on right now in the local waters. We do have a pretty good, strong southerly kicking right now. It is forecasted to be kicking tonight. Looks like tomorrow, Tuesday, and even all day Wednesday. So we'll see how things play out. Thursday, it'll be interesting to see how things are Thursday water temperature wise. See if we get another little upwelling event or not. But it's been beautiful to have this warmer water temperatures. I know I was just in the ocean yesterday with my son doing some surfing. Small waves, but paddling around and splashing around, and I was pushing into some small ones. So it's good to see that warm water, and with that the fluke action has improved in a number of different areas. It's kind of awesome to see the water temperature kicks up, and then all of a sudden, bang! Reports from all over the place started up, and it's good to see. The cold water definitely put a damper on things for far too long. So hopefully this next month of August is a good one. Hopefully the water temperatures stay warm. Normally it's the warmest water temperatures of the year in August and even early September. So we'll see how that goes. I had a great morning charter today with James Hill and family, his wife and his 2 daughters. We had a good fun fishing the back bay. I was gonna run out front because I heard some friends that were out front doing some good fluke fishing. The local, say, open bottom areas along Island Beach State Park and also LBI, say 30 to 40 foot of water. Some fluke were getting caught last couple days. Also heard some fish come off the reefs, still some sea bass around. So I was going to do that, but I decided with the kids, some youth on board, I figured we'd stay in the bay and just pick away at the fish and try to work for some keepers. And that's kind of what we did. Had abundance of short fluke, like it's kind of been the trend this season. If the fish are biting, it seems like they've mostly been on the smaller side, at least for me. Had pretty good action fishing the main thoroughfares up here in Barnegat Light. When I say the main thoroughfares, that's basically Double Creek and Oyster Creek Channel. Shouldn't be any secret to anybody. Those are the 2 main channels that run from the open Barnegat Bay to the inlet. With my boat being up here in Barnegat Light, that's where I fish a lot, the main channels here. Did a number on them. We had a lot of fish. I don't know exactly how many fish. I know we finished the day with 2 keepers. Both of them were on the pink shine gulp. Most of our fish were on live minnows, pink shine gulp, white gulp. That's kind of the 3 things I primarily fish. But yeah, we had an awesome day. It was beautiful weather, lighter winds earlier this morning. Wasn't too bad with the bugs. It was bearable. Kind of overcast, cloudy, so we didn't get sunburnt. It was an awesome day. So I know they had some fun. They're in on vacation from Pennsylvania. Jim's a guide out in I guess State College, so he gets in on the freshwater game out there. We had a good conversation on the trip. So yeah, good action there. I did say a little earlier that there was some bluefish action. I didn't have any bluefish action today, but I've been on the beach the last few days. There's been some little flurries popping up. When I say flurries, there's some smaller peanut bunker. I think I shared in my last report that I snagged a couple small peanuts, say 1, 2, 3 inch at most from what I've been seeing. It's been a lot of scattered bait around. I didn't see much today personally, but over the last, say, few days, week or so, there's been a lot of peanut bunkers around. I heard of a number of different peanut bunker die-offs too. I know Kinsey Cove and Harvey Cedars, which is behind me, they had a die-off. Heard of some stinky bunker, say, floating back there. Heard of some different ones in some lagoons and some some marinas around the area, local region. But yeah, there are some bluefish chasing some bait around. Also some striped bass, probably the best striped bass fishing we have in the summertime. Went down the last couple weeks to that colder water. Still fish around earlier in the day, later in the afternoons. You can get some of that action fishing some smaller lures. For me, last whatever it was, a trip or so ago, last few days, Rapalas, little smack at Stillwater poppers. The Storm Chug Bug's a good popper. There's so many little poppers out there, but small top waters. Your Missouri makes a top knock, a little pencil. That thing's a gem. But yeah, little stuff, say 3 to 5 inch. I wouldn't be throwing bigger stuff than that, but really 3 to 4 inch, 5 inch-ish range. You're looking to match the hatch. There's some small mullet around. There's some small peanut bunker. That's what you're really matching right now for the striped bass. That's kind of what they're chasing around. Yeah, they're also snooting around, chasing the crabs and shrimp that are up in the eelgrass. As I'm walking here, as you see, there is some weed here. I want to share, I did see a lot of weed in the water today. And also when I was surfing yesterday, and I was up on the beach last few days, a lot of weed up on the beach where I'm at, Mid-Island, which is sort of Brant Beach, Pahila Park, North Beach Haven region. Beaches are massive, lots of sand stacked in there, some big sandbars, some really good looking water, which is awesome to see. Sorry, I'm not throwing up any B-roll because I'm taking a stroll on the bay side here. Don't have any say surf footage to share with you, but it is pretty calm today, smaller waves, but with the southerly wind kicking up, look to expect a little wave, southerly swell kind of popping up here in the next couple days, in the next couple tides. There was a small little residual, say long period groundswell from the southern hemisphere that crept all this way up. Took a number of, say, a week or so to get up here. I think I mentioned in our last report that it was coming. Looks like we might have another one coming, say, earlier in the month in August. I think it's somewhere in the 5th to 10th-ish, maybe 7th or 9th, if I'm not mistaken. I think I just saw that on the surf report just the other day. So expect some smaller swell there. This is also the time of year we start getting them hurricanes. Looks like I see on the long range, forecast change and models change every 6 hours, but it looks like in a longer range model, there's possibly a storm coming up around Hatteras area, so be on the lookout for that. I'm not saying to batten on the hatches yet, but it's always something to be prepared for. Starting to get into August, say peak season, August, September is when we start seeing some storms really brewing up and getting active and starting to charge through our neighborhood. So be on the lookout for that, be ready. But yeah, if you're looking to get out and do some fishing, be sure to stop by Fishing Headquarters. We're geared up with all the essential tackle you need. We can help you out, get you in the game if you got any questions, any tips and tricks. If you got any problems like that, we're here, problem solvers, helping you all catch more fish since 1962. But I would strongly suggest getting on the fluke action while it's good. There's fluke off the surf, fluke in the bay, fluke in the inlet, kind of fluke all over. And fluking should be really strong for the next month or so, right till the end of the season. This is my favorite time to fluke. There's, like I said, there's striped bass around. You probably catch some in the inlet. You might be able to catch some of them off the surf, especially if you can find jetties, beaches that have jetties. Cast some plugs or little jigs around them, around the rocks. Definitely some sheep's head around, not great, phenomenal fishing. Definitely some triggers around, not great, phenomenal fishing, but they're there. Like I mentioned, also some bluefish here. There's actually some spike weakfish. I had a customer send a reporting. He had some weakfish fishing the bay side, Mid-Island. So that's awesome to see. You definitely want to be checking those spots out, say low or light, early morning, later in the afternoons. Hopefully this wind isn't too bad. I hear it ripping through here at this big tree that's Myers Hole's right over here. I'm walking by Myers Hole on the dike. Super windy right now, so hopefully it doesn't up well. But yeah, there's some weak fish in the bay. There's spot, lots and lots of spot. We're gonna be fishing small hook, piece of bloodworm, small hook and a piece of fish bite, or better yet, fish a little piece of fish bite and a piece of live bloodworm. Small hook, small weight, cast it off the bay side. As long as you got a little bit of water, say more than 5 foot of water, better yet 10 foot of water, bay side, any bulkhead, I bet you on LBI, you'll probably be catching them. I know they're by the bridges. I know they're by my house, which I'm down in Pahila Park. I know they're up here in Barnegat Light, probably sitting right here in Myers Hole. I heard of some down in the south end, Great Bay, Manahawkin Bay, Barnegat Bay. There's spot everywhere, so it's great to see we got a lot of spot here. There's also some croakers here. I mentioned the weakfish, good smorgasbord. Kingfish on the surf. I didn't mention kingfish. Kingfish has actually been pretty strong. I'd say the last couple weeks is probably some of the best kingfish we've had all summer, so it's good there. If you are up on the beach, try for kingfish, small hook. Try with some gulp for fluke. You can also throw a small metal with a teaser, the metal would be for bluefish, teaser could be for fluke, kind of rig it up, you kind of fish for both at the same time. Or just fish a small metal and just cast retrieve. You see those small birds, those small terns, a lot of times they're chasing bait, and the bluefish are right there along with them. There's been some whales around, some porpoise, so probably have a nice little SeaWorld mammal kind of showing or little party there. I know a lot of people, some tourists up on the beach, so when I was sitting there, were pretty stoked up. They saw some porpoise kind of crashing on bait and saw a whale pop up, and that made their day. So it's great to see that the ocean's alive and well. I did mention there's a lot of weeds, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, hopefully, my fingers are crossed, hopefully this water stays warm and we don't get too bad of a cold upwelling here from this blow coming, say, midweek. And hopefully later this week, the fishing continues just as good as it's been, say, the last couple days and through this weekend. Once again, it's Greg at Fisherman's Headquarters, wishing everyone an awesome summer fishing season. Hopefully you've been getting after it, and if you haven't, we got a solid month here to go. Let's get in the game, get out there, get your fish on, have some fun. Have a great day.